Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Collection. We are rounding down to the end of the 360 collection finally, so I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as possible because I know these videos are racking up in numbers. Started off with the Beatles Rock Band, which actually came out on my birthday a couple years ago. It's the Beatles. Whether you know it or not, you know a majority of popular songs by them. You won't think it, you won't even know that you're a Beatles fan, but once you start hearing those songs, it's kind of hard not to notice them all. Then we have Green Day Rock Band. I'm not going to defend that one. It's Green Day, grown up listening to them, so why not? Then we have Rock Band 3. You get the idea by now, I'm into the music games. And then one of the fuck-ups, Rock Revolution, which I actually only paid $3.99 for this one brand new. Yeah, once again, $3.99 for the price. It's a pretty damn good game. I had so many people, Carl, who wanted to refuse to sell me this game or Power Gig. However, you know what? For that price, and since I do the drums and not the guitar, it's fucking awesome. And we have Rockstar Games Table Tennis. Especially awesome because everybody simply looked and said, Rockstar, they had to have some fucked up stuff somehow. Nope, just a table tennis game, and actually really good online when you have a decent opponent. Next up we have Samurai Warriors 2, which, once again, bought on impulse. I'm a fucking video game hoarder, apparently. Then we have Skate 2, this is one of Blue Starry Eyes'. Blah, blah, blah. I actually really like the first Skate, even though I'd never picked it up. And I told her that she couldn't return that one because she's only going to get like $3 for it anyway. Smash Court Tennis 3. I am actually really into tennis games, and am kind of bummed that I can't get Virtua Tennis 4 or, well, pretty much any of the new ones. Sonic the Hedgehog. Actually had my friend Anthony give me another copy of this, and we went ahead and sold that one off. If you're willing to suffer through the beginning and get into the learning curve of this game, it's not that goddamn terrible. People really need to lighten up and stop bitching about all the Sonic games. Ugh, I'm having trouble flipping it around. Now, I will say Silver is a little bit of an annoyance, and it is what it is. Alright, next up we have... Oh wow, I just noticed it actually says EB Games on this still. Stuntman Ignition. Anyone who played the Stuntman games on the PS2 knows exactly why I picked that one up. It's just awesome. It's well worth it. Next up we have Street Fighter 4, which I actually got right when Super Street Fighter 4 was released. I'm not a huge Street Fighter person. Actually, never really owned a game until recently, when I even bought an older game. But it was worth the pickup. I enjoyed it. Next up we have Test Drive Unlimited, which was really fun to explore and awesome to race friends in. Just wish they had pulled off the online a little bit better and gotten rid of motorcycles after it was such a huge problem. Then we have Test Drive Unlimited 2, which, when it launched, its online features were fucking horrific. I will say, since I did my review, I have yet to go back to this game. Plan on eventually, but their online features just left such a bad taste in my mouth. I'm going to have to force myself to go back to it at some point. Next up, Tetris Evolution, because honestly, no system is complete without Tetris. Next up, we have the King of Fighters 12, which, although the game's really enjoyable, it was not worth the $60 when it first came out. This should have been like a budgeted title, just like $40. Would have been perfectly fine. It was lacking a ton of game modes. The online play was just piss poor. For being my first King of Fighter series games that I've actually owned, I felt gypped. Next up we have The Saboteur, which is a really awesome game. I have not finished it yet. I watched a playthrough online, but I have actually been playing through it. I am a little more than halfway from what I last checked. But really an awesome game. You probably find it really cheap now. What the fuck? Oh yes. Okay. Next up we have Time Shift, which, funny story about this game. This is actually Blue Starry Eyes', except for I bought this one. She originally had the game, and one of her exes, well, there went the game down there, sold it, but she still had the behind-the-scenes disc, and I managed to find one for $2.99 that was that same version of the game, just stuck in a case without the extra section, and they didn't have the disc, so that was nice to have a complete collection from mixing everything up, and I need to get that game after this. Next up we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or TMNT, whatever. Really short game, short little platformer. Ubisoft, it was pretty much a Prince of Persia clone when it came out. But I'm a huge Ninja Turtle fan, and I made sure I 100%ed that before the movie even hit theaters. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. I'm not going to say much about that because it's been so long since I played it. Same for Rainbow Six Vegas and Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Ooh, Sparkly Collector's Edition, Limited Edition, whatever. They're Tom Clancy games. They're really fun if you got people to play them with. Otherwise, unless you're not really into it, it's just not going to do it for you. Alright, and next up here we have Splinter Cell Double Agent, which I still have yet to play. Once again, another impulse buy. This one was because it was the collector's edition, and I found it for $8.99 brand new. If I can find stuff brand new, chances are I'm going to buy it. Next up we have Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. When the system first came out, this game was really fun to try and 100%. But then when Project 8 came out, it was just kind of annoying. And when Tony Hawk Ride came out, it was only worth a laugh because I was able to get the skateboard for, well, the skateboard and the game brand new for $20. Thank you, Best Buy, for having your sale and coupons. But that game is a complete joke and really fun to bust your ass on. Next up we have Top Spin 2. Once again, tennis fan. We have Tron Evolution. Turning Point, Fall of Liberty, which is funny because my friend Derek and I talked about a game where, what if the Nazis won? That was our plan in high school, and before we graduated, hey, guess what? Somebody made the game. Found that collector's edition for $8, so figured why the fuck not. We got Turok, a game I bought, got a free copy, and gave the free copy away. Two Worlds, a complete disappointment. Two Worlds 2, actually decent. UFC 2009. Unreal Tournament, a game I played for a week and never touched after that. Virtua Tennis 3, once again, tennis fan. Wartech, really fun game that I got for $9.99 from Ubisoft, got it from GameStop. And finally, Your Shape Fitness Evolved. Whew! And before I forget, there is a whole stack of demo discs. So there you go, the 360 videos finally complete. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Later, everybody. The Wii is coming up next week, and then strategy guides after that. Out.